Hi there, welcome to I Love Los Gigantes. Here we go. Hi there, welcome to I Love Los Gigantes. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and set your notifications. Now today, we've had a ride out of Los Gigantes and we've come to check out the south of the island, in particular a place called Fanabe. On driving down here, there's still many places are closed, and the fact that we got a free parking space without any problems speaks volumes for how quiet the south of the island still is. So we're just going to have a walk along the beachfront, see what's going on, see what isn't going on. Come and join us. Yeah. So here we are. We're in the Fanabe area of the south of Tenerife. As you can see, there's a big bar there, obviously getting ready to open sometime soon. But we're going to have a walk along the beach. Well, not the beach itself, but the area by the beach. And we're going to see how many people are around or not, and what is open. But most of the hotels we drove past to get down here, they're all still closed. The Jacaranda, the Isla Bonita, all still closed. No gracias. So far the only people that have been past us are lucky men. 4 of them. Not a single holiday maker yet. So there's a mini market down here. This is open. All your beach goods. And I should tell you, it's really hot today, so it's a typical day that would be perfect to go to the beach. Somebody else trying to sell their wares. That seems to be all the people that are here. So here we are at the beach. So if you look along here, these places are normally all open, normally a hive of activity. You've got the first and last. They do karaoke at night and have live acts on. All closed. And it's funny because people tell you things, and I'm going to use the fact that we used to live in Alcudia as an example. We used to tell people how quiet it was in the winter. I mean, it literally is. I mean, you get to the end of October and it's as if somebody says, well, the last person out, turn out the lights as you go. And you tell people this, and I remember having endless conversations with friends and family and trying to explain how quiet it was. And then one February, my mum came out and she says to me, she says, Holly, I know you've told us how quiet it is and what the weather's like, she says, but I didn't believe it until I came here and I saw it for myself. So with this in mind, this is why we've come down today to have a look, because people are saying that there's loads of people around and places are busy and there's loads of tourists. But in all honesty, there isn't. There's very few places open. I think we've walked past about 10 locales now, and I think there's 2 open. One's a supermarket, and I think that's it. The other one was a supermarket too. So there's no cafes open. There's a beach bar open just down here. But there's really very few. I mean, if you look at the beach, all this sand here would normally be packed full of tourists with umbrellas and kids playing and everything. But as you can see, there's very few people. Very few. So this is why we've come down to have a look with the Mallorca thing in mind, and we just wanted to see it for ourselves. I mean, for any tourist family, this would be the perfect beach day. There is somebody out parasending. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Did love it though, it was really good. Would highly recommend it. So that's the only place. This is the only place where if you wanted to go and buy and have a drink somewhere, you could. There is literally nowhere else. I mean, if the beach is your thing, now's the time to get on there and use it whilst there's hardly anybody else on there. It's great. But sadly, I've been spoiled by the Mediterranean and I find the Atlantic way too cold. And there's some kind of beach club down here by the look of it. It's been that long since we actually came down here. And although it hasn't changed that much, this massage place and beach club looking place, that's all new. That wasn't here last time we came. But it may have been there a year, it may have been there 5 years, we don't know. But it is open. It looks nice, but I think I would melt if I sat there. And I would come off looking like some kind of lobster. So there's one restaurant here, and it's a tandoori restaurant. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never been one to have Indian food during the day. I love a good curry, but for me it's more of an evening thing. Having said that, there are people in there having a beer, I think, yeah. I mean, normally when tourists are here, you can't get a parking space for love nor money, and you end up in one of the underground car parks, which is fine. But like I said before, to get a free parking space next to the beach is pretty much, well, they're like rocking horse dung normally, aren't they? Pretty much unheard of, yep. You got it. See, something else that's been thrown around, and I've had people messaging me, is how the locals feel now that tourists are starting to come back. And the simple answer is, we need them. This island thrives on them, and we need tourists. A few people have said, well, we're going to avoid the tourist areas. But at the end of the day, we're going to be tourists at some point visiting someone else's home. Would we want to be snubbed and treated like we were lepers? I don't think so. So for me and my family, we are happy to welcome them back. You know, there are laws enforced by the Spanish government, but so be it. It's like I read somewhere yesterday, that I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said something like, if you have to wear a mask in open spaces, then so be it. I'm the one sat on the beach having a cold beer, and you're not. So there you go, make of that what you will. But if going to my favourite tourist spot means I have to wear a mask now and then so be it. I'd rather go there, wear a mask, than not go at all. And I'm all for supporting the economy as well. The economy needs it. I guess it's just down to the individual really to make the decision. Yeah, if you are on holiday here, I would imagine it's quite frustrating to be here and only find a small percentage of places open, especially if you know the area and what it's normally like. You would be quite frustrated. I mean, we've lived in Alcudia in the winter, so we know what it's like for a resort to be completely and utterly closed up. But for someone that doesn't, you can't understand it until you actually see it. Still, hopefully the tourists will be coming back. I've spoke to various people that work in various apartment properties and tourist resorts, saying that bookings are coming in quite thick and fast, and they reckon we're going to be busier again. I'm not going to say mobbed busy, but hopefully we will be slightly busier comes August. So the question is, would we go on holiday now? And we've thought about this, and I've asked a few people, because we have had 100 days off work. Although when we speak to people, they say no, you haven't. You've been working solidly because you've been keeping us entertained with your singing, your quizzes, your chats. So yeah, I mean, it's not exactly been taxing work, and we've enjoyed doing it. But the question still remains, do we need a holiday? And my answer is yes. I think we need a change of scenery. So will we go away this year? Well, we haven't been off the island since December last year, so maybe we might go away for a few days. And I think a change of scenery would do Jack good as well, because he's basically been confined to his bedroom since March. So Fanabe shopping centre's just down here. We're going to just have a walk up through there. Burger King's open, so at least one can get a burger if they need one. There we go, that's one of the main walkways through from the main road down to the beach. And as you can see, there's 4 people. Normally there will be lots of people walking down there. So this is shopping centre Playa Fanabe. There's a couple of places down there you can see. There you go. A couple of restaurants, or one big restaurant, I'm not sure. And as our restaurant is open. So this is the main drag where all the shops are. So we're going to go and have a look. So there's one person I can see. And it looks like there's a few places open here. But there's nobody in any of the shops. By the look of it. So you've got a holiday supermarket with holiday things. Colonial, this looks, do you reckon that's open at all? Looks like it might open later on, maybe. Harriet's closed.
Recording all empty.
Hola.
Yes, for YouTube. For YouTube.
There is simply just nobody about. Yes, it is normally a hive of activity. There would be a few people sat. Yeah. So there you have it. Fanabe Beach. What would normally be crowded is very quiet. But still beautiful, and waiting for you to come back and visit. So here we are, we're back in the car, and we've had a look at the beach in Fanabe. Hope you enjoyed this video. And now we're going to move the car. I almost don't want to, you can never get spaces close to the beach. But hey ho, tapas and coffee is calling, so we've got to go. Don't forget to press your subscribe button, set your notifications, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye!